Today we will discuss about the types of set. In the previous video we have discussed the sets and its various forms. Now before starting the types of set, I will first describe the one definition, that is cardinality of a set. The cardinality of set is also called order of a set. So what is its definition? The number of elements of a finite set is called cardinality of a set. If I have set A, then the number of elements present in A, that will be cardinality of a set or a cardinal number of a set. I am taking here example A is A, B, theta, phi. So count the number of elements, that is A, B, theta and phi. So these are 4 elements. So number of elements in A is 4. So cardinal number of A is 4. Order, or we can say order of A is 4. Now starts with the types. So first is the empty set. Empty set is also called void set or a null set. As name suggests, null means there is nothing. So if a set has no element, then it is an empty set. So here I am taking one example. A is x such that x2 to 3, x belongs to n. This is a set builder form as I have discussed in the last video. So if I have to write the elements in this set, so x lies from 2 to 3. So from 2 to 3 we have so many numbers, but other condition is given, it should be a natural number. 2 is not included, 3 is not included because I have not used the sign of equality. So between 2 and 3 there is only one, there is no natural number. So number of elements in A is 0. Cardinality of A is 0. If cardinality of A is 0, so I have no element. So A, we can say A is a void set or empty set or a null set. So how to write a null set? There are two ways to write a set. That one way is A is equal to, use only curly bracket and leave blank space between them, and other way is A is equal to phi. So writing phi only represent A is a null set. So next type, we move to next type, that is a singleton set. Singleton set also we can give the definition with the name. We can that is a set consisting of a single element. So if a set has only one element, then it is a singleton set. So here is one example. A is equal to x such that x is an even prime number. So the number should be even as well as it should be a prime number. So there is only one number which is even as well as prime. So that number is 2. And cardinality of A is here 1. So number of elements in A is 1. So it is a, we can say A is a singleton set. One more example I am taking. A is equal to, in curly bracket, phi. So here phi is a element. So if phi is a element, phi will be considered as element. So number of elements is 1 only. So cardinality of A is 1. So that set is a singleton set. There is difference between this set and this set. Here I am not using the curly bracket. In empty set we can't use bracket in this set. So if I am using bracket, then phi will be considered as a element. So move to the next type. The next type is a finite set. A set is said to be finite if it has finite number of elements. Just you are given with the set, just count the elements. Here the number of elements is 1, 2, 3, 4. So number of element is 4. 4 is a finite number. Then we say this set is a finite set. In other example, x such that x square minus 25 into x minus 7 equal to 0, x belongs to natural number. So this is also in set builder form. So I have to write it into tabular form. I have to find out the value of x. So after solving, I will get x equal to 5, minus 5 and 7. The next condition is x should be natural number. So minus 5 is not a natural number, only 5 and 7 are natural numbers. So in A we will include 5 and 7. So we have just two elements, 5 and 7. So number of elements in A is 2. So that 2 is a finite value. So A is a finite set. Next definition is the opposite of finite set, that is infinite set. A set which has infinite number of elements, then it is an infinite set. Uh, like A is a set of odd natural numbers. So odd natural numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. They are increasing. So we if we are we will count these numbers, it will be infinite. So that is the set. Cardinality is not finite. We will we'll talk about the cardinality when set is finite. So here we will not talk about the cardinality because number of elements in the set are infinite. So in infinite set we have infinite numbers of elements. The next is equivalent sets. In the previous types we can deal with one set, but in equivalent set we need more than one set, two sets, three sets or more sets. In two sets A and B, they are equivalent if their cardinal numbers are same. A is equivalent to B if both have the same cardinality, means number of element in A should be equal to number of element in B. Like I am taking example, A is A, B, C and B is 1, 4, 5. So if I count the number of elements in A, they are 3, and if I count the number of elements in B, they are also 3. So number of elements are same, it means these two sets are equivalent, and we use this symbol to represent equivalency. In equivalency we don't consider the elements, we only consider the counting of elements. We only count the elements, the counting should be same. But in next type, which is equal sets, two sets are said to be equal if every element of A is an element of B and every element of B is a member of A. In equal sets, not only cardinality should be same, counting should be same. That is the first condition, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Number of elements should be same. But also one more condition. If I am taking 1 in A, then it should be present in B. If I am taking 3 in A, then it should be present in B. Similarly, every element of B, like 2 in B, should be present in A. So there should be one should be present. If one element is present in A, then it should be present in B. So every element of A should be member of B, or we can say a element of A is an element of B and vice versa. So this is the definition of equal set. Next is subset of a set. This is a very important definition, subset of a set. A is a set to be subset of B if every element of A is a member of B. And we write it like this: A is a subset of B, or we say A is contained in B. If every member of this set, that should be present in B. So I am explaining it with the example. Here I am taking three sets, A, B and C. From this set, these sets, I can say A is a subset of B. How I can say? A has element B. A is a subset of B if every element of A should be present, must be in B. So here is B, that B should be present in B. So B is present in B set. So I can write A is subset of B. Also I can write B is a subset of C. Why so? Because B is contains A and it should be contained in C. So C has A. B is next element is B. B which present in B should be contained in C. So next element is C, that should also present in C. So all elements of B are present in C. So I can write B is a subset of C. Next, B is not a subset of A. If B is not a subset of A, then I use this symbol. How I can say B is not a subset of A? Every element of B is not present in A. Here in B I have A which is not present in this set, this capital A. So D is not a subset of A. So this is a definition of subset of a set. So in subset of set we have three important points. First is every set is a subset of itself, and second is empty set is always a subset of any set. If I have a set A, I can write phi is a subset of A. If B is a set, then B is always subset of itself. C is always a subset of itself. The third point is if number of elements in A is m, then total number of subsets of that set will be 2 raised to power m. So here if I have set A, here number of element is 1, then its total number of subsets will be 2 raised to power 1. So it will have 2 subsets. Similarly for B, I will have 2 raised to power 3, that is 8 subsets. I will explain this in more in power set. So next type is the universal set. A set that contains all sets in a given context. That set is a universal set. When we are dealing with the problem, then a set which has all the elements of the sets of the other sets, then that set is the universal set. Like in first example, I am dealing with A, B, C and D. Here D is a universal set. How it is a universal set? Because D has all the elements present in other sets. So I can write I can consider D as a universal set. Universal set cannot be fixed, it can be multiple. So here D can be considered as multiple set, and most of the time we write it with the capital U. One more example, A is such that x belongs to n, x square equal to 25, and B is other point. So if I will write the elements of A, it will be x square equal to 25. So two values are possible, 5 and minus 5. I will take only natural value. So natural 5 minus 5 will not be considered. So A is a 5. In second, I will get empty set as I described in the previous part. So universal set considered by can be considered as natural number set, because here I am considering the natural set, so this can be universal set. Also you can consider U is equal to 5, this can be a universal set. U is equal to 5, 6, this can be universal set. But just one condition for universal set, it should contains all the sets. So this was the universal set. And the last type is power set, which is related with the subset as I have talked earlier. If I have set A, then what will be power set? We will write it is with PA. Power set will be a set which contains all its subsets. So here I am taking example which contains element A contains element 2, 4, 6, and I am writing all the subsets of A. So it will be, as I talked earlier, phi is always a subset. Other is if I will take only 2, this is also a subset. Single elements will be considered, and 4 can be also a subset. 6 is also a subset of this. Then if I take only 2 points, 2 and 4, or I will take 4 and 6, or I can take 2 and 6, this is also a subset. Next, if I take a whole the set, in the second property, A is a subset of A. So all the set. If I put these sets into a curl bracket, then it will form a power set. So power set is a collection of all the subsets of A. So this is a power set of A. Now how many numbers of elements will be there in the power set? Cardinality of power set will be number of subsets. So number of subsets, as I talked earlier, will be 2 raised to power m. M is the number of element present in A. So here number of element present in A is 3. So cardinality of 2 raised to power set will be 2 raised to power 3, that will be 8. So number of element will be 8. You can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So number of elements in PA in power set of A will be 8. So this is all about the types of the set. You can, if you have any doubt, you can ask me in comment section. In the next video we will discuss about various operations performed on the power set, on the different type of sets.